And we're live.
Welcome back, everyone. Episode 58 of Kids Deserve It. We hope you've been enjoying our weekly chats with educators and game changers from around the country. Also, don't forget, you can check us out on iTunes.
And don't forget to pick up your copy of Kids Deserve It on Amazon now.
Also, don't forget to join us for our Kids Deserve It chat on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And check out Todd's Periscope right before the chats at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This week, we got another great guest, but first, we want to introduce ourselves. I am Adam Welcome, Director of Innovation and Technology in the Bay Area of California.
I'm Todd Nesloni, Elementary School Principal in Navasota, Texas. And our special guest this week is Olympian ChristaDietzen. Did I say it right?
You did. You nailed it. Yes.
So, Krista, thank you so much for being with us this week.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Well, we want to remind our viewers to participate on social media using the hashtag KidsDeserveIt, as we always love to see the things that are sticking out to you.
So, Krista, we have a few questions for you. So, for those who don't know about you, tell us about yourself.
Well, I just completed my career. I competed 8 years with the national team, 4 years at Penn State University, and 4 years in high school. And so I began playing volleyball when I was 13, and I just concluded my career this past August.
I think we lost her.
I think we did too. I was wondering if, because my computer was moving a little slow, I was wondering if we lost her or not.
Frozen.
Krista, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, we lost you. So what were you saying?
Well, I just concluded my volleyball career, and I played since I was 13 years old. Went to Penn State University, played 8 years with the national team, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what's next in life.
Awesome.
Awesome. So now you've been playing volleyball. So why did you choose volleyball? And are there other sports that you kind of wished you would have jumped into too, or has volleyball always been the thing on your mind?
Well, volleyball, so actually basketball, gymnastics, and soccer were kind of my first sports. And I always encourage kids to, try, a number of different things. If you're into the arts, if you're into sports, there's so many extracurricular activities. So, I was fortunate, there was a lot of sports offered at my school. And yeah, basketball I thought was going to be a sport, but volleyball ultimately took the cake because I thought it was the ultimate team sport, and I just think it really takes all 6 players to score the point.
So, Krista, everyone always wants to know, what were the Olympics like? Tell us about it.
The Olympics. Well, London, I was fortunate enough to be a part of 2. Both were very different. I mean, you're talking about London, which is actually one of my favorite cities in the world, and just the history there, and all of the wonderful things to see. And then Rio, was fantastic because they love their volleyball down there. They love their soccer, they love their volleyball, and so it was called the Volleyball Olympics in some ways. So just the energy around the game, and to be at the Olympics, and you.
I think we lost her again.
Yeah.
For those of our viewers that are listening, Krista is traveling right now. She is not the one driving. She is in the passenger seat, but she is traveling, and so we were talking to her on the road. So she's going a little bit in and out of some places, but we were thankful to have her. So you back with us, Krista?
I am. I apologize. Yes.
No, you're fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
So talk to us a little bit about Classroom Champions and how you got connected with them.
Sure. So Classroom Champions, let's see, it was brought to my attention through a former teammate, another Olympian on the women's volleyball team who was involved in Classroom Champions in the past. And she knew I was an elementary education major, and, it was a great way to connect with kids that, I didn't have time to go in the classroom with my training schedule. So it was awesome to virtually connect. We also had issues sometimes with the connection like we're having right now, but yeah, it was a wonderful way to connect, and it's just so fun to be connected to a classroom for an entire school year, and be able to connect with them and teach them and share with them the different lessons on teamwork and healthy living, and the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So you majored in elementary ed. Are you planning your after Olympic career as a teacher? What are the...
There's potential there, certainly. I am. I'm married, and eventually we would like to start a family soon. So far, we have an English bulldog that's taking up some fun time, and so yeah, there's potential for that. I've always enjoyed teaching, and I think it's a wonderful way to give back, to the kids, and maybe there's coaching there as well. So just kind of taking this time to explore what is next for me.
Nice.
So thinking about educators and how you've done some work with Classroom Champions with kids and things like that, what is the biggest piece of advice that you would probably give educators and how they best can support kids?
Well, I think, the glaring thing nowadays is there's so many distractions and so many things pulling at kids' attention, kids' identity, and I've been out of that circuit for a while, other than Classroom Champions, and I know that a lot has changed, in the past 8 years, since I did my student teaching. So, I think just to remind them that they, they're worth more than how many likes they have on Facebook and Instagram and all those sorts of things. And I think, even instilling some of those identity, pieces and when they're young, before, well, hopefully there's not kindergartners on social media, but who knows, it's possible. So I think just, continuing to encourage them, but also hold them accountable. So I think those are, and to find that balance is always tough. And, I've been out of that for a while, and I've only, done student teaching. So I have so much respect for all of the teachers, across our country, because I know there's a ton of challenges nowadays with things pulling at kids' attention.
Definitely. So Krista, what do you do when you're having one of those days, you don't want to go to bed, you don't want to train? How do you kick your butt into gear to make it all happen?
I think we talk about finding our why, and why are you, why did I play volleyball for 8 years? Sure, I was good at the sport, but finding your why. So the meaning behind I guess your purpose for what you're called to do. And for me, when I think back on my career, sure, I loved the sport of volleyball, but for me, I was drawn to the relationship side and the team building side. So I think I knew that my purpose was bigger than just smashing a ball around, on the court. And I think just finding your why, your deep, the deep meaning behind why you do what you do.
Love
awesome.
It.
So who is somebody that really inspires or challenges you to be better?
I think, both my parents, they both, me from a young age. I think it does a great job at meeting people where volleyball career, but in life, I met girls from all over the world playing professionally overseas. So being open to new cultures, being open to new ways of thinking, and just meeting them where they're at. My dad, there's a sense of, perseverance and always finding a way. So those are two big role models in my life that, I drew from, what I learned from them throughout my career, and I continue to, as a wife now and for whatever's next.
All right, Krista, every week we like our guests to leave a challenge for our viewers. What is your challenge for the week?
Oh, my challenge for the week would be to say one encouraging thing, point out one encouraging thing for someone else.
Love that.
Nice.
I think that's wonderful. Well, Krista, thank you so much for being a guest on our show this week. And even while you're traveling and getting all these other things done, we appreciate your time.
Oh, of course. I apologize for that misconnection a couple times.
No, it's okay. We want to thank our viewers for watching too, and remember to tweet us using the hashtag #KidsDeserveIt and join our Twitter chat on Wednesdays, as well as our guest next week, who is YouTube sensation and elementary principal Jerry Brooks. Everybody have a great evening.
Thanks, Krista.
Thank you.